told me not to listen. Mama told me mind my own. But mama, I cannot resist them. I gotta know what's going on. And I ain't got a pot to piss in. I ain't got a stone to throw, no. And I ain't trying to knock tradition. I just wanna make my own. Now mama told me I should knock 'em dead.
All right, we are back with I Am AVL. You're watching us on IamAVL.com, and I am here talking to Colston and Crazyhorse, Max and Brian, and Molly is here with them because Molly has a track on their new album, Colston's Cold Cuts, which you all are going to be kind of releasing at Belle Chere, right? Or sort of?
We did a release for it at Emerald Lounge about a week ago, and it was the release party, and it was a benefit for Brian Colston. He's recently had shoulder surgery, as you can see, and a whole bunch of people came out and supported him. But this will be another opportunity to showcase it. Yeah.
Yeah. So how did the benefit go, and how is the shoulder?
Shoulder's good. Everything's right on track. Benefit went really good. It was a good success.
Yeah. So it's kind of a good thing that you weren't like gonna play guitar or keyboards or something at the Belle Chere.
Yeah, no kidding.
So this is your last year was the first year for you two to play Belle Chere, right? And I remember that we talked a little bit at the time about kind of having to tone it down or make it a little family friendly. Are you still gonna do that this year, or since it's the last year, are you gonna just blow it out?
No, we'll respect, we'll still tone it down, but since we've made new music, it's a lot easier this year because our newer music is a little less, vulgar and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, we try to make it easy on ourselves now when we do that because we've had that experience a few times. We actually went out a couple years ago and played at Christ School, of all places, on the football field, which was an interesting experience, but we had to really edit our music for that, and so we make it easier on ourselves now.
How did that gig even happen?
I have no idea.
One of their students found us online. He still follows us and talks to us to this day.
Oh, that's
I
great.
think he was at Belle Chere last year, actually, was how he saw us, so there you go.
Yes,
Yeah.
his name's Jack. He'll actually be photographing us at Belle Chere this year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hi, Jack. Maybe he's watching. Yeah. So are you going to have, I know that you kind of collaborated with a lot of different local musicians on the new album, and Molly's here. Will you have some guests on stage with you at Belle Chere?
Absolutely. Yeah, we love playing with guests.
Yeah.
I know our good friend Ryan R&B Barber will be playing with us. My dad, John Hupertz, will play harmonica with us again. Molly's going to be with us, and maybe a few other surprises.
So, Molly, your song, which I'm blanking on the name right now, your track on the new album.
Artificial Intelligence?
Yes. It's awesome, and it's kind of like, it's a little bit of a departure for you from your Paper Tiger stuff.
It's actually a really big departure, which I was really excited about, and these guys were so great to collaborate with. I think that the story of the song is really cool. I like to collaborate because it makes me write as a character, and this girl is a lot different than I am, which is also cool because I learned a lot from her. So, and I like to back up other people sometimes and just, kind of put a little color on somebody else's art.
I think that one of the cool things about hip-hop, and especially the way that you all do it, though, is that the collaborations don't really feel as much like someone's backing you up. I mean, it definitely feels like they're adding like a flavor or an accent to it, but it really feels like a true collaboration because, like with Molly's track, you really hear her voice and the story that her character is telling in it.
That's one thing I think we love about making this type of music is there are no rules as to what you can do. I mean, we've infused bluegrass, blues, any genre you want to add to hip-hop, you can really make it work and incorporate it well, and that's something we really enjoy about making this type of music.
Do you feel like that the sound that you're creating is kind of groundbreaking in a way by doing that, by really drawing on those like southern roots, Appalachian roots?
We definitely have our own sound,
yeah,
and it's definitely beneficial to us.
Yeah, that's a big word, groundbreaking. We like to be a little more humble, but I think that
I
that's...
said it. It's
yeah,
okay.
you did. Yeah.
I said it.
I think it is something that I haven't heard a lot of in the past, and it was just one of the reasons we started making this kind of music, because we were looking for a sound like that, and it was hard to find anywhere on the market so far.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about Colston's Cold Cuts and the idea behind those songs, because it does feel like all of those tracks are kind of telling stories and creating characters. And
Colston's Cold Cuts is kind of a collection of songs that have just been sitting while we're doing Crazyhorse and Colston songs, and I've decided to kind of pull them back out and bring them to life. A lot of them are really, really brought from my life, hence the name Colston's Cold Cuts. But Max has everything to do with the CD, as he did the last one too. He produced the whole thing and everything too. It's just our next chapter, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of been hard to describe when people have asked me about it. It's kind of a hybrid solo project for Colston, and it's kind of also at the same time a Crazyhorse and Colston project. So, but it's been really fun working on it. It's been really fun watching the evolution of that album. It started as something completely different, and now that we've had all these collaborations with people, it's turned into something we never would have thought it would be, and we're very, very pleased with it.
Yeah. So how have things changed for the band since the last Belle Chere?
That's a good question.
Other than the shoulder injury.
That's a big thing. We've just been working with a lot of new people, a lot of exciting people. We've been growing as a band a lot, a lot of new experiences we've learned from, a lot of times the hard way. But we feel a lot more confident about where we are, a lot more comfortable. In terms of how it's changed, I don't know. I mean, here we are again in Nashville doing Belle Chere, but we're very, very excited about that too. It's an incredible opportunity to play for this many people in our hometown and to represent like that.
Yeah. Now, Molly, I should know this, but I feel like Paper Tiger has been around for a while and played at so many different venues and festivals that I don't remember if you all ever played Belle Chere.
We have. I feel like it was not last year, but maybe the year before that, because that was our first show with Peripheral on keyboards.
Okay.
But I think that was the year before last.
Yeah.
I don't know, time flies when
I know
when you're
really
working
does.
and playing.
Yeah, and there's something about like everything's so busy all the time in Asheville, and we're all doing so much that at least for me, it all just runs together.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Belle Chere, Laugh, Dig Fest, Smoke Fest.
Yeah, there's a lot going on this town.
Yeah, definitely. So, Molly, will you be jumping on stage with any other bands at Belle Chere this year?
Not by invitation. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just gonna enjoy the festival this year. It's gonna be kind of chill for me. It'll be good to start it off by guesting in with these guys. I performed with them for the first time last week at the benefit, and just then I'm just gonna go see a bunch of music, hang out with my friends.
So for each of you, who are you most looking forward to seeing?
I actually really, really like the band that you just had in here and interviewed, who's Doc Aquatic.
Yeah.
I've been a big fan of them for a while, so I'm looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah, it's cool.
I gotta say Dan Deacon and Wanda Jackson.
Oh yeah.
I want to see them do something together.
I do too.
I feel like it could happen. I
think they should have a mashup.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I go down to Gertfest Saturday night at the Emerald Lounge. A lot of good MCs down there.
Yeah, that's great, because even though it's sort of not an official Belle Chere event, it feels like that it's sort of become an official Belle Chere event, and I hope it continues after, even if Belle Chere is past now. But
yeah, I hope so too. That's a really fun time.
Yeah, but also you all are really holding it down as far as representing hip hop at Belle Chere this year, so it's great that Gertfest is doing their thing too. Yeah, so you all are playing. I have my schedule here, but I want to make sure to announce. Okay, just go ahead and help me out.
It's Friday at 5:15, and that is at the Battery Park stage.
Oh, I do have it right here. Yes, Crazyhorse and Colston, Battery Park, 5:15 on Friday. So you're almost opening the festival, which is a great way to get it started.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for coming in and talking to us. And
thank you, Ellie.
We will be back in a little bit with Carolina Rex.
She on that duck face, lips pursed, taking all them pictures. A fixture in the limelight, clothes are always skin tight. And if you play your cards right, you just might get it. Just keep on buying shots and you bought the whole gimmick. Forget it, you ain't getting nothing. That's just a booby trap, which always works a little better when that booty's fat. Can I get a true that? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You were busy paying your tab while she was walking out. She's living out of her means, she's usually out of her jeans. Got y'all convinced that she's living the dream. Look out, it's a drive-by, mean mugging. That's a entourage of fellas that don't mean nothing, cause they ain't never tried to ever see beneath the surface and think of happiness is correlated to our bigger purses. Worthless, and yet it gets encouraged by the magazines, TV stations reinforcing living like a drama queen. Fiends for that fast life, focus on the fake shit. Got a fast ride, now she's slowly making payments, paying no attention to the world and how to change it. All she wants to know is where the center of the stage is.
You think you get me? All you get is what you see. Eyes never see the truth. You'll be blind when I'm through with you. See, I'm a bad girl. You won't survive in my world.
Yeah.
Already on to the next fool. I'm a big fish in a shallow pool.
Wall full of mirrors, drink she didn't buy. Little black skirt she can barely fit inside. She just dumped a man and she didn't cry. On a mission for attention with no finish line. Lying, she ain't out for love. She don't want affection. All she wanna do is dance.